just downstairs for a minute if you need to.
No, it's fine.
Was the burger crap, was it?
McDonald's was better than that, I'll tell you.
Aye.
McDonald's was better than that. Do I have to sit here?
Yeah, you can sit there.
Don't have to look at me, do they?
Yeah, of course they do. Sit here. Jeez, don't have to look at me, do they? Why not?
Well, I don't like being... Anyway.
It doesn't matter. You're looking for shit.
Am I lying?
Yes.
Pardon me.
Oh, that's great. Oh dear. Oh, that's so funny.
I'm going to become famous now, aren't I?
Hey? Oh, you're going to become famous? Yeah, you are.
Pardon me.
Oh, that's great. Oh dear. Right, so these are the questions we got. I think that was to both of us, not just me.
So this is what people's asking us.
This is what people have asked.
So...
Don't say them out loud, read them in your head. There's only 3 people watching it. You're fine. One of them's Callum.
Yeah. You see?
You can see.
I can't.
What do you mean you
I
can't?
can't, because it's too small.
Oh dear. Alright, we're going to wait a couple more minutes and then we're going to get to it. I think my mum's got to digest what is happening. Like that.
Oh, that's not fair.
What?
Number 5.
No. But he's actually watching, so you can say, it better be me, I'm live. What? Is this different? Well, I spoke to Ben today. He said it was a really good idea.
What, me going on there?
Yeah, he did. He says it's a really good idea.
That's probably him listening then, isn't it?
No, he's not tuned in yet.
Oh, he's going to tune in, is he?
He might do. Oh dear. What?
Not that.
Right, so he's gone. Right, okay.
Who's gone?
Hey?
Callum, shut the door, please.
Are we live in the flesh?
We are live in the flesh. Callum, come and introduce yourself. So this is going to be my next guest.
Dog belch like I did.
Did you burp?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
I did realise I was doing I know.
Are we allowed to swear?
No.
What's it like living with Ryan? Is he a pain in your backside? Don't
Yes.
So, alright, okay. We are going to get started. Callum, if you please, if you could leave.
Nope. Adios!
I'm the better looking one of the family.
You wish, mate.
No, I am.
Hey?
I am. I'm the best looking one.
Sure. Right. Okay, so we have, let's see. Let's answer this one first, considering we got it. What's it like living with Ryan? Is he a pain in your backside?
Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
Why?
Because...
Actually, no, don't answer that. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
He's better as he's getting older.
Okay, let's move on. Alright, so this one was from one of my... Can I call it? Doesn't matter. Okay, from where you started to where you are now, what's the one thing you appreciate most? I'm not sure if that was to me or if that was to my mum, but we're both going to answer it anyway. So you go first.
I appreciate having my family around me
No.
and coming home from work every day
No.
to see these and
No.
how they're doing.
No.
That's what I appreciate every day
Oh.
most.
I don't think it's true.
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Yeah? You don't come home and enjoy the fact that you can just eat. And the fact that you can... I would say relax, but not really.
No, I don't relax.
That's a lie.
I do not relax. Yeah, that's what I appreciate. Spending time with you guys. Going away, spending time with you.
So, okay, so the one thing you appreciate most
Yeah.
is time, basically.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good answer. That is a very good answer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. My one. I'm not sure what my one would be.
Earning loads of money.
Yeah. What's the one thing you appreciate most? Money is definitely involved. But it's not what I appreciate most. Time. I think if I had to put it down, it'd be growth. I mean, you look at where I was last year compared to where I am now.
Oh yeah.
With business wise and stuff like that. I kind of where are we? I think the biggest thing that has struck me was growth. I was talking to someone today, and he said it's weird. He said the people that have so much crap that they have to deal with, you only appreciate growth because you're a tall dwarf. Yeah, shut up, Cal. That's not what I'm talking about though, because I am a short ass. Thanks, Mum. He was saying that people who go through the most end up become the most mentally strong. And he was saying that sometimes he wishes something bad happens to him so he can develop that mental toughness.
I agree with that.
But
100%.
yeah, I mean, but that's happened to me as well from last year to this year, late last year. So it doesn't have to be something incredibly terrible. But I think one of the biggest things from where I was before to where I am now is growth. Okay, next question. What's your signature dish? I asked this earlier, and she I don't think she from whenever I've. She doesn't have a signature dish.
Really.
I mean, her signature dish is I'm not going to say actually, because I'm going to go cook for her again. Well, yeah. What's your signature dish? You don't have one, do you?
I don't really have.
She doesn't have one.
No, I don't have one. I can't say I got one that I could pinpoint to. No.
No, she doesn't have one.
No, I don't. I like all different kinds of food.
Yeah, she hasn't got a signature dish. I usually have the same meals every week, don't I?
Yeah, boring.
Yeah.
Boring.
The amount of times I cook food and she's just been like, oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks nice.
He never cooks for me though.
No. Okay. So, next question. How heavy was Ryan, myself, when he was born?
Ryan was £6.9.
Is that heavy for a kid?
No, that's tiny. But he was breech. He had his feet hanging out. Instead of coming out normal, I knew he was going to be trouble. He had his feet, so he was breech. So he was £6.9.
What was Callum?
how heavy
Yeah.
Callum was. Callum was 7'4". But he was breech as well. Callum was bum breech. So he had his bum. We'll change it.
my little brother basically should have been gay.
Yeah.
He's watching as well.
He's always got his bum hanging out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and he was always a fat son as well, so nothing's changed. Okay, what did I want to be when I was younger?
Oh, all sorts. You wanted to be an action man.
I mean,
Like
I
a
kind
Power
of
Ranger.
I kind of am an action man now.
Like Power Ranger. All that sort
Power
of stuff.
Ranger?
Yeah, you used to like Power Rangers. You used to like Bruce Lee.
I still do.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff you used to like.
But that so what did I want to be?
You don't really want to be a specific thing.
No, I didn't do that.
No, you just like had stages where you went into different things, and then that main thing you wanted to be, but you grew out of that, and then you changed your mind. So,
Sounds fun.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if you're still watching.
Who's that?
Callum. Who's your favourite, Ryan or Callum? Well, I can answer that. Of course, it's me.
No.
So we're going to move on.
No, I haven't got no favourites. I treat them both the same. I love them both the same. No different. They're both my favourite. Never have favourites.
I have favourites.
It's me.
Yeah. How much? We answered this. How much has Ryan grown as a person since last year?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, can you elaborate on that a bit?
More confident.
More confident.
More driven.
More driven.
More. What can I say? What's the word I'm looking for? More caring.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, I'll take that. I take that. That is something I've been working on.
More caring.
I do.
Shows. And he is spending a bit more time with us, which is nice. So he comes downstairs and sits with us. So he spends a bit more.
More emotionally in tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before, you just would stay in your bedroom.
Just crack on with,
And
which
crack on
I
with
still
what
do.
You
but
still do, but you do come down a lot more.
yeah.
What else would I say?
Empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I bloody hope so. Something I've been working on.
Yeah, you have grown a lot since last year. You've changed a lot within a year. You've got what's the goals you want to work towards. You know what you want. You know what you want to go for, and you go for it. You do everything you can to get there, which is good. You have your setbacks, but that's like all of us.
You're starting to show that a bit more though.
Who?
You.
What?
Like, remember when we had that class and then straight after you were like, yeah, let's go for a walk. A couple of weeks ago. I said I was taking Winston for a walk and you were like, yeah, let's go for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting better at it.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like when you know you need to, even though you don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean, today was a bit bad, but you know.
I know, but today was because I had that exam.
Yeah. She doesn't think she passed, unfortunately, but yeah, I reckon she has.
I don't think I am.
Doesn't matter anyway. Was it math?
Yeah, maths.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have. But yeah, no, I'm more motivated this time than I have been for a while. I don't know why.
Right, so let me ask you then. How much have you grown as a person since last year?
Oh God!
Because
since last year.
Yeah, because as you get older, I don't think there's as much growth in a person, is there? So people become, as you get older, people become more set in their ways and like they become more objected. I think that's the word I'm trying to think. They become more resistant to change, even though that change is good.
I know, I like change.
You look at older people. I mean, Dad's a great example. He doesn't like, even though he has, and I've seen it.
Yeah. I like doing different things. I like trying different things.
No,
But, like-
you're talking about how that's different. How have you grown as a person?
More confident in
Yeah.
work-wise because I've got that qualification under my belt now, which I thought I'd never do at my age. So that is a huge success.
How old are you, Mum? Just for everyone to know.
52. So that is a huge.
She doesn't look 52, but
That's
she doesn't
a
act
huge
like she's
success
52.
for me. doing what-
She's well put together for her age.
And I just think if I can do that, I can do anything
Hmm.
now. So it's just watch your step, really.
What's his stat? Do you mean what's his face?
Yeah, watch your space, watch your step, whatever you want to call it. It's what I'm going to be doing next. Who knows?
Oh look, even Katie's. You old git, Callum said. Mum, Callum just called you an
I
old
know,
git.
I know. It's all right. Don't worry. He's going to want tea tomorrow night.
Mm,
Be getting it himself.
yeah, exactly. You heard it here first, Cal. Right. This is a hard one for you.
Why?
Your top tips for living a full life.
Oh. Top.
Hello. Say hello to Katie, Mum.
Hi, Kate. My top tips for living a full life. It would be.
Right, so hold on. Before you say what your top tips would be for living a full life, what would you class as a full life? I can cook. Oh, Cam just said he can cook. You look.
Well, yeah, he can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So how would you explain living a full life for you? What would living a full life be? This is really hard to define.
What would the full
It's a hard question to answer.
do what I'm doing now, really. Fulfill all my dreams. Fulfill for what? What's the word I'm trying to find? Don't laugh at me. When I get things in my head that I want to do things, I set my mind to do it. So it's just like living every day to the full, really. Appreciate what you've got around you and what you have.
Okay. Well, so appreciate everything you have. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate everything you have around you.
Yeah.
And then
Don't take anything for granted.
don't take anything for granted.
Because nothing's.
Katie said you're smashing it.
Oh, thanks, Kate. Yeah. Don't take anything for granted, and every day treat it as your last day. But every day.
Yeah, but okay. So let me ask you another question.
You never know.
Do you do that?
No.
How hard is it to keep doing that? Because obviously moods and emotions ebb and flow, right? So like one day, like earlier today, you come home from the thing and I could notice your mood was different. You were down and stuff like that. If I said to you, right, okay, this could be your last. Like use what you just said, because of the way your mindset was then. What would you have been like? Majority of the time, people would have just been like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, how hard is it to live by those lists, by not taking things for granted, by not...
Well, it is difficult because we all do that. We all take things for granted and we all don't appreciate what we got around us. But when things happen, certain things happen and you hear other people talking and you hear what they're going through or what's happening in their life, it makes you think, well, I'm really lucky.
Grateful.
Yeah, makes me feel that what I've got, I'm really lucky, for what Wayne does around the house, and some people haven't got that. So
Yeah.
I just feel that.
It's actually, for people who suffer with any kind of thing, really, for people who want to build mental strength and toughness, the first tip someone would say is write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for a day. But then how many of us do that? I've tried doing it I tried doing it. I think I lasted a week, and then it's so hard to get into a habit with it.
Because our lives are so busy, though, aren't they? We've
Yeah,
got
but we can all take like 60 seconds out of our day in order for us to think. We don't have to say it, but think of things we are grateful for. Right? But we don't.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Or even tell one another what we're grateful for.
Yeah, so...
Sit down and say, look, but we don't.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like you said about... So what was the 3 things? It was not taking... Is it things or people?
Well, both.
Both. Okay, things and people for granted. What was the other thing?
I forgot. No, but that's because it's old age. That's old age. I'm allowed to forget. It's my age.
Dear, that's such a bad excuse. Yeah, if any of you guys watching, if you can remember, please tell me because I've forgotten as well. Okay, so we'll try and remember. So it was, don't take things that people for granted.
Appreciate what you got.
Appreciate what you've got. That's kind of the same thing. And then
treat every day as if it's your last.
That's
really.
it. Treat every day as if it was your last. But there's an issue with that because people, if you treated every day as if it was your last, you wouldn't care about the outcome of your decisions, would you? If you think about it. So if I was to say, right.
What?
One of my clients.
What's he saying?
She just put a laughing face. If I was to say, right, so tomorrow's going to be your last day. It's in the depth of depression when it's very dark. It's very difficult just to think. Never mind what you are grateful for. The sentiment I applaud, but the reality when it's dark, it could be. But the reality when it's dark, it could be your last. Yes, you are right. When it's
dark, if you're not in a good place.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Right. So if I, because obviously you've suffered with a bit of depression before, haven't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've suffered with it as well. When you're in that mindset, for me, it kind of feels like there's like a grey cloud over me constantly.
Well, yeah, because you know what you got to be grateful for, but you don't know why you feel this way. And it's difficult to get your head round. You know what you've got around you and how lucky you are, but that doesn't make you feel any better. It still makes you feel rubbish, crap.
Yeah, worthless.
Yeah. Nothing means anything, you know. It's and it's a horrible feeling. It's not very nice at all. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've experienced that.
And it's just
I think even
it makes you, if anything, it makes you feel worse. It makes you feel worse about yourself because
knowing that you have to be great, you feel obliged to be grateful, but you don't feel like you can be grateful. Yeah. Okay.
It makes you feel worse inside because you're feeling, and it's hard. Yeah.
No, I get that. It's very difficult just to it's very difficult just to think. The sentiment I applaud, but the reality when it's dark, it could be. It's a tricky one because everyone experiences depression differently, don't they?
Yeah.
And for those, I don't know if anyone can see, I got a message from one of my clients. Everyone experiences depression differently. So what will you miss? What will people miss about you? That's what I had to think. But that's just what works for me. So I'd miss nature. So I go, okay. Dan asked, what are your thoughts on misinformation being propagated on social? Hold on. I'll translate that in a minute. So basically, okay. So what she meant by when you're in the depth of depression, when you say, okay, live every day like it's your last, it's very hard to think of live every day like it's your last, because sometimes you'll be thinking about the things that you'll be missing, if that makes sense.
I don't think about that.
No, I think I got it right, Alice. If I haven't, just message on there and let me know.
I don't think
But
about that.
you don't think about that.
Well, I do. No, because I think, I know you boys will be fine, but I would think, like, with Dad, I wouldn't like to leave him on his own.
No, that's fair enough.
But yeah.
But you know, I get what you mean. Yeah, I know. I definitely get what you mean, and I think like before with like my book and everything. And for those who've read my book, knows where I stand on it. Even though it's hard, you always have a choice, and you do always have a choice. Even though you're in that mindset, you have a choice on whether or not you are working. Whether or not you are working towards dealing with it better or not. So, for example, if you're suffering really bad with it to the point where you can't use skills and mental things that have worked for you in the past, you could choose to want to go and seek help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it is always the person's choice. There will be times when, like you said to yourself, when the world feels against you, you feel rejected, you feel worthless and stuff like that. And then it probably is hard to say, right, okay, why would this person want me to outlay and, you know, just start saying stuff. But if you are struggling with it that badly, it's your choice. Not your choice to struggle with it, but it's your choice whether or not you seek help.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
And like I can understand why some people would be like, well, I don't feel worthy of the help, kind of thing. Cause obviously
everybody's worthy of the help.
But when you're in that, like I said, when you're in that mindset, it's very hard.
Yeah.
But
also, I used to think to myself is, do I want to carry on feeling like this, or do I want to be better?
Yeah.
And I used to think back to what I used to be like, and then I used to think, I don't want to be like this anymore. So I tried to do everything I could to make me feel better. It took a long time.
Yeah.
But different things worked, different things didn't work.
But that was your choice, wasn't it? That was your choice of saying, right, I've had enough of this.
Yes, it was.
There are clearly some things that I need to work on, both myself and within my environment, the people you were around, I don't know, the job, the I don't know, your routines and stuff like that. Yeah. So you made that conscious decision to, I need to sort stuff out. It was a choice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but there's for sure a lot of people who are kind of ashamed of getting help, so it's probably not easy just to go, no, you are right. You are very right, even when the help is there, which is why I said about when you feel like you're worthless, you don't feel worthy of the help. You don't feel worthy of someone's time, do you? You don't feel worthy of having all that. I don't think you were going to think it was going to be as dark as this, did you? Oh dear. So no, I do agree. And there were times where that was the case for me. You kind of feel like you're stepping in, like getting in the way of what someone wants to do. You kind of feel like you're what's the word I'm looking for? You're kind of you're becoming a nuisance on someone else's life, kind of thing. Like even if it's like a psychiatrist or a therapist, you kind of feel like you're just getting in the way. That's the way I felt. But at the same time, it's a really, 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 really tricky one, and I don't think we can say there's one method that fits all. I think it's impossible. Because, like you said, there's so many people that deal with it differently.
Yeah, there is.
That I don't think
and people things in people's lives is affected them differently, and it's what's happened. It affects people differently, and yeah. But you should. I'd say you should never be ashamed to get help. But
you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't be.
No, you shouldn't.
Because you're entitled to that help. You know, how bad you're feeling, and there's always somebody out there that probably do want to help. But it's just you got to make yourself do that, and it's doing that is the hardest bit.
Yeah.
Trying to get the help.
I agree with that. No. Okay, right, moving on, because that was a depressing question about depression. Dan asks, what are your thoughts on the misinformation being propagated on social media? So, in other words, what is your thoughts about the information that is false? Alright, that's going on around social media. You're not even on social media that much, are you?
No.
Alright, okay, so I'm going to answer that.
Too technical for me.
Probably. What are my thoughts? I think it's... Everyone's out there for a quick buck these days, aren't they? Everyone's out there for the quick fix. Like we said before about things, people aren't winning. People are very lazy nowadays. So I saw someone on a social media. I think it was on this morning, and it was an influencer. And an influencer is someone who gets paid online to influence other people, literally. And she went on the interview. She recently, as in during lockdown, she moved to Dubai, and they were interviewing her, asking her why did she do that, and she said, "Well, I moved to Dubai because I can influence people more." I was like, "You can influence them at home, like, yeah." So it's. I think it literally. You can't control it, so. Because you can't control it, I would take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. There are things that you can't control that will have an impact on your life. The pandemic and such. But like for what other influencers are doing, it may influence the market or something like that you are in. But ultimately, I don't think it'll pay much heed to it. I wouldn't anyway. I know you're not really on social media much, so.
No.
Okay. This is a good one. Right, this is our last question. What lessons would you tell Ryan now?
Oh.
This is actually a really, really good one. I know what lessons I tell myself. But you go first.
Always be proud of what you've achieved.
That's a good one.
Because you've come a long way.
No.
What else would I say? I don't really know what I'd say.
Thanks.
Just carry on doing what you're doing. Live life to the full, really. Try and all your dreams you want to do, try and do them. Try and get and do what you want to do, and if you can do it. But yeah.
No, I like that. So we'll leave it at that. Decent. Oh, okay. Alpha, Ron and me, thanks mate. I really appreciate it. He's one of the guys I talked to about articles and stuff like that. Very knowledgeable guy, but don't worry about that.
What are you appreciating?
Because he said decent, keep up the good work, mate.
Oh.
That's a nice thing to say.
It is a very nice thing to say.
Yeah.
What about me then?
Well, yeah, you can be mate. You can be talking to you.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll leave it there. But is there anything else you would like to say to anyone on there? No?
No.
Okay, fine. Be like that then. Right? You are free to leave.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You've done really well. You plus and to the lady. And to the lady.
Thank you.
There you go.
Appreciated at last.
Keep up the good work, Lisa. That was from Katie.
Oh yeah, that's thank you, Kate.
She said thank you, Katie. She shut the door and she's left blushing and embarrassed. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. I am now literally looking at myself at the cameras. I can't see anyone, so it was different seeing or having my mum on with me. Yeah. Before I go, can you guys comment what your top tips would be for living a full life? It's a really hard question to answer. When I asked my mum, it really stumped her. So yeah, don't just list 1 to 3. Doesn't have to be many. Yeah, just what your top tips for living a full life. There's quite a few of you who are different ages and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see. I missed a question. Oh, never mind. Shit. Ooh, do what you love, be kind to... I like that. Do what you love, definitely. Be kind, yeah, definitely. That's a hard... So be kind to others, that's a really hard one. There's a few people out there that I kind of probably wouldn't be as kind to. And there's a few people out there I'd give the benefit of the doubt to. So, but yeah, no, I like that. So do what you love, be kind to others, and don't regret your decisions. No. Decisions, even if they were mistakes, lead to lessons. Those lessons help us become the people we are. I've made a load of mistakes, as I'm sure you guys have as well. And yeah, I would not change it for the world, because they're exactly what I need to become the person I am. Appreciate the little things, enjoy the training sessions, missing them, and take a moment to pause. I like that. Yeah, I'm missing the training sessions as well. Like training in the garage is okay, but being back in the gym is nice. And I do miss PT. I miss my clients. I miss the banter we have and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We do the best we can in the current situation, isn't it? And that's it, really. Appreciate the little things, definitely. Like for those who are at the start, when I I asked the question, how much have I myself grown as a person since last year? And I asked my mum that question. She actually said that I started to do that kind of thing, which is one of my biggest goals this year, was to do that, to spend more time with the family, to practice empathy a lot more. For those of you who are watching, they're probably like, yeah, he doesn't do that. I do struggle, but I'm getting better. I'm still, very tough on myself and very tough on others, but I am trying to get better. And take a moment to pause. Definitely, I think that goes hand in hand with being grateful as well. That's something I try to do. What I try to do is every morning, or before I go to bed, is literally in my head list 3 things that I'm grateful for that day. And if ideally I'd have different ones each time, but that gets quite hard. And it could be things like, I'm grateful for a roof over my head, and then it could be things like I'm grateful to have a Mac that I can do my work on. It gets harder after a while, but yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, I'm going to be having my cousin on. She's probably my closest. I think, yeah, definitely one of my closest cousins. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. She's currently studying psychology. She's incredibly brainy. She helped edit my book, so I'm incredibly grateful for that. And yeah, she's going to come on. We're going to do another Q&A, and hopefully, guys, you guys can join in then as well. Thanks, guys. See you later.